Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Mick Hayes. That's Mick like Mick Jagger and Hayes like Isaac Hayes. And I'm here today with a very, very special pedal. This is the Pete Cornish G-2, the gray box edition that does use a battery. I have a very good friend who is a Cornish collector by the name of Tiago Castro, who's going to be featured here on this show in just a few short episodes. He'll be here soon. That's all I'll say. And I was looking for a specific tone for a specific song to go on to my new record, which I've been recording now since July. And after I played a number of the Cornish pedals, the G2 just sounded like the right one for me for that song. But as you know, they're hard to come by. There's a 6-month plus waiting list. And at the time, there was only 2 available. One was the black box edition, which doesn't use a battery, and this one, which is the gray box edition. The seller was not a motivated seller. He was a great guy, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't really ready to part with it. And the price that he had on it was $7.99. Every once in a while, I'm like, yeah, go ahead and get it. And then there's times that I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of do-re-mi. But nonetheless, I got it. I was super excited when I got on my doorstep, but I did come to some immediate conclusions with the amp that I was using. Now, let me just go through that for you real quickly. I have a 1957 original Fender Bassman in original tweed. I also have a Victoria Silver Sonic, which is basically a baby Bassman with a single 12 and brown face harmonic tremolo, bunch of little tweaks there, black face reverb kind of thing. And I also have a 1963 reissue Vibroverb. So when we got into the studio to do the sessions, I'm very lucky to call Josh Smith and Joe Bonamassa, my friends, and they're producing and performing on this record. And we looked for tones only for so long, and we threw the Vibrolux, of all things, the I think it's a 93 reissue brown Vibrolux in a studio booth, turned up the knobs almost to the point when it was about to explode, shut the door, damn near had to hold it closed, it was so loud, and hit record. And that's how we got all of the tones on my record. So we did not use this on my record. Here I was with this, and then by the time I got this on my doorstep with tax, this pedal was almost $900. So you can understand that, I was going to probably put this one back up for sale when we didn't use it. That said, first of all, I hope you've taken a moment to subscribe to my channel, and please consider watching all the videos here. Everything is free, although I do have a PayPal donation. If you just want to buy me a drink or a cup of coffee, you're more than welcome to. Speaking of coffee, well, not on camera. Anyways, my review of this pedal. I'm a huge Gilmour fan. I've actually attended the Christie's auction in New York City. Here's me holding one of the #1 guitars that I wanted to hold was the 0001 Stratocaster. And I was lucky enough to hold that, along with some of the prototypes of Blackie and a couple other things. But I'm a huge Gilmour fan. I'm a huge Pink Floyd collector when it comes to vinyl. I'm a vinyl collector, by the way. And this pedal seemed to be the right pedal for a guy like me. But here's my review of it. The problem is, I don't really play like Gilmour. I play like me, who's influenced by Gilmour. And the first thing I noticed was this wasn't doing it for me, for my style. My only con, if you want to call it a con, is that there's not enough range on the tone knob for me and my amplifiers without stacking it. And it gets more tone, it gets more high end, I should say, the higher you increase the sustain, in which case I started getting into, I don't need that much sustain mode. I have a tendency to play, when I play this particular pedal, almost with the tone knob at 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock, or fully maxed out, and the sustain at 9 o'clock. That's my only con for this pedal. It's a great pedal. Obviously, it's built well. Its reputation is, well, it's better than most of ours. But in order to get enough tone out of this pedal, I had to run the sustain higher than I would have needed. So I did put this pedal up for sale. It did sell, and it's shipping out today. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If you're considering buying one for yourself, I only hope that this helps, either preventing you from spending the kind of money that I've spent, or it tells you exactly what you need and you go, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. As far as the sounds go on this recording, I'll explain that all in the next segment. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you next time. That is a Victoria Silversonic, also plugged into the UA using the Marshall Plexi plugin. They're panned 25% to one side, 25% to the other side. This is the overall clean tone right now. Here's the pedal engaged, volume and tone at noon, sustain, overdrive, at 9 o'clock. Here's the tone at 3 o'clock. Here's the tone at max. So here's the tone at max. Actually, I'll put the tone at 3 o'clock. Here's the sustain at 12 o'clock. Sustain at 3 o'clock, tone at 3 o'clock. And here's sustain at full max, tone at full max.